What's up, socials? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about afternoon slump. It is very easy, especially when the weather is starting to change a little bit, to let those afternoons slip away from you, even when you tried so hard setting the day for success early in the morning. Trust me, I know. I find in the afternoon that I have a beagle like screaming for food more often, and she wants to go for a walk, and she wants me to talk to her when I'm just trying to talk to the camera. It's very much distracting, in addition to all the things that I'm distracting myself with, like snacks or doing other things than work. So the afternoon slump is very real. I'm sure that you're dealing with that kind of thing all the time in your own ways, and so I wanted to talk about some of the things that you can do to make sure that those afternoons stay on the productive side. It's never gonna be perfect, people, but we could try. So let's go over some productive afternoon tips. Here are 7 ways that you can prevent that afternoon slump. If you're into this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's a big red button. You really can't miss it. You might get notifications, or you could definitely get notifications if you hit that bell. It's completely up to you, but just so you know, it will ding you on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, so make sure you come back to check out more. The first big piece of advice I have is to set your email off hours. The whole world doesn't need to know this. You don't need to turn on an away message, but I think it's very important for you to set boundaries in the afternoon when you know things are going to be the most critical for somebody else to determine your day, or for you to determine your day, and say, you know what? After lunch until about 4 or 5 o'clock, I am not going to check email. It's just so easy to let whatever comes in, especially somebody else trying to figure out getting things done for the rest of their afternoon, so they send you a request or they say they need this or that, and all of a sudden their emergency is your urgency. Or I always say that backward, but regardless, it's not. So if you're not in your email, it never becomes an issue. Set those off hours. What are the times that you are not going to let yourself log in to somebody else's demands? Number 2 is probably one of my favorites, and that is the 5-minute clean desk challenge. You heard it here first, folks. I can tell you right now that if your desk is a mess, you are much more likely to not be as productive as you could be. It doesn't even matter if you claim to be somebody that's like, I know where everything is. That clutter is affecting you. I'm just gonna tell. If I'm the first one to let you know, you being let know right now. Challenge yourself to clean up your desk in the afternoon, maybe after lunch, especially if you eat your lunch at your desk, which you probably shouldn't be doing that either. But take a minute. Clear the desk. If something belongs in the kitchen, move it. If something belongs in the trash, get it going. Circular file for the win. Move things out of the way. If you do not have room to write things down, or even can't even find your notepad, then get things cleaned up. Put the pens back into the container and make sure you go get a disinfectant wipe if you're seeing some of the remnants of your lunch. If you can't clean your desk in less than 5 minutes, then this is something you now need to schedule in your life. But if you can, then you're gonna be much more productive for your afternoon. Number 3, take a walking meeting. Even if that meeting is not necessarily in person, it could be a phone meeting, or it could just be a meeting with yourself. Just like go do a minute of thinking while you take a walk. Exercise is gonna help stimulate that a little bit more. Maybe you can listen to a podcast if that's the kind of meeting you wanna have. Schedule it, make it happen, take a walk around the block. Honestly, the fresh air is good, especially when you're like really wishing it was cooler outside, but it's not, so you're guilt tripping yourself that you're not outside more because it is so nice out and it's October and you're super confused. What am I gonna wear for Halloween? I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. Just take a minute to enjoy it. Number 4, take a power nap. I wish I took this advice more often. I actually find that I'd much rather just get bomb sleep at the end of the day and just 8 hours, amazing. But I do think that there's a lot of research out there that proves 10 minutes of shutting your eyes in the middle of the day will zip you right back up and ready to go for a much more productive afternoon. I do drink a little bit of coffee or caffeinated tea before I take a nap, so that after that 10 minutes, my body's like, you're awake, what are you doing taking a nap? And that caffeine and the energy boost that you get from that power nap really pays off after that. That has worked for me in the past. I don't know why I don't do that more often, but it certainly would help anyone with a more productive afternoon. If you're powering through a project and you're really struggling to get focused, I love using the Pomodoro Technique. The reason why is, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, which it's absolutely been in another video, you get 25 minutes of just plugging away at the thing you've got to do, and then a 5-minute break. And then every 3 or 4 of those sort of like rounds of 25 and 5, you get a little bit longer break. But if you just power through 3 or 4 of those, you're gonna be much more likely to have gotten further along in that project that you need to get done, and you also won't feel like you're ready to just like, oh my god, I cannot even focus anymore, because you've given yourself those 5-minute stretch points. And take the time during that 5 or 15-minute break that you do get for Pomodoro and stand up and walk away from your computer or walk away from the project. Stretch, do a yoga pose, meditate, whatever floats your boat, do that for the 5 minutes. Here's a tip, and also a thing that you could do during those 5 minutes, and that's tip number 6. Read a chapter of a book, or if it's not a chapter, a page is fine too. I always find that when I read a nonfiction book, something that's either self-help or development of some kind, I get so much more motivated because of the story I'm hearing about somebody else, or the experience or advice of somebody else. So I've just found that if you allow yourself to learn something from someone else's success for a couple of minutes, that you get re-energized really quickly. And the final tip I want to share is, if you have gotten through your afternoon, maybe you're watching this video right now and it's the afternoon and you're looking at your to-do list and you're like, I have done nothing. I have done literally nothing. Then my tip for you is to zero in on one thing. It's a very high likelihood that you gave yourself a laundry list of tasks to do, which is not working out too well. So what is one thing that you know is going to get done by the end of the day, so it's not going to carry over to tomorrow's to-do list, and you can say, you did get something done. Zero in on that one thing. Those are 7 ways that you can have a much more productive afternoon. If you liked this video, then there's a thumbs up button for that. Let me see you hit it, and leave a comment below with how you've been able to get re-energized or more productive in the afternoon when you find yourself slipping a little bit. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you subscribe for good vibes, and remember to stay productive and get things done and go after those outcomes that you want to see happen for you, so that you can continue to go after the life you want. Cheers. Lucy, you did good. You did good. You let me talk to other people.